I am nowhere near MLB standard of what a manager should be. But you know what? I'm not autistic, so I could probably do a little bit better than that. I have no idea what's on my mind.
All right, I'll go first. I saw an interesting stat about James Harden today.
I saw that.
55 career playoff games. Or no. He's hit 4 field goals or less in 55 career playoff games.
I thought it was 35.
Wow.
55.
No, he's
James Harden.
That's crazy.
Games. I feel like Game 7 to James Harden, or any elimination game where like his team is at risk of getting eliminated, he is the equivalent of like an elementary or middle school student who it's like the day before Christmas break. Like he's not there. He's thinking about the vacation he's about to go on.
Thinking about fucking honey bun.
Strippers. He's thinking about strippers, dude. That man isn't
not even going to Cancun. He's going to Atlanta.
Dude, that's why he went to Houston.
ATL.
That's why he went to Houston, because it's rumored that they have the best strip clubs.
And
Yeah. So
I have also heard that about you.
There's like strip clubs and wings.
Wings. I thought that was like a Buffalo thing.
Well, I mean, like
Barbecue.
not barbecue. Or I think when he was like about to go somewhere else, I think people were saying like he might go to Atlanta or I think Atlanta has really good strip clubs.
Yeah, because then Lou Williams leave the fucking bubble to go get the lemon pepper stuff.
That was in Orlando, right?
Well, the bubble was in Orlando, but then I think he left to go to Atlanta.
Imagine if COVID was actually like truly deadly like that and everything. Like if it was like some I Am Legend stuff or whatever, and
but shit would have
like it truly started because Lou.
Everybody
like it got worse because Lou Will had to go get some wings.
You know what they had in Atlanta when I was down there? That was it was on like there were burger options for it, wing options. Pizza. It was an option on pizza, and I tried it, and it was amazing.
Wings on pizza, you say?
No. Like what goes on it? Like they had an option with this thing on it. It's hot honey. It was like you could get wings with it, you could get burgers with it on there, you get pizza.
Oh, okay.
Hot honey on pizza, phenomenal. Yeah. It was so
you can get that
fucking good.
Hot honey pizza.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Extra pub pizza is so good.
It was probably like the pizza itself was not good. But the hot honey saved it so hard.
Really
something that Atlanta, they may be known for many things. Violence.
I don't know.
Crowds.
I don't know what's like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They do got some damn good hot honey down there, so I'll say that.
I feel like is it just me, or is it like kind of widely believed that like all like local pizza places in the South or whatever just are trash?
Dude, I gotta shout out Gasano's.
Yeah,
it's Chicago style. I think it's Rogers, Arkansas.
Okay,
but that place is pretty good.
Woo Pig,
baby.
Ooh-wee. Brandon Burlsworth.
What else you got though, or is it just trash and James Harden?
There was that. Oh, I also saw more NBA. This is complete rumor mill. Saw it on one fucking like NBA meme page, but apparently this was, I think, back like right at the end of the regular season. Jaime Jaquez and Erik Spoelstra's ex-wife.
No way.
Were apparently not obviously confirmed, but in an entanglement.
Is he still in the Heat?
Wow.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And apparently there's proof that he's bought her luxury gifts, like I think a Porsche and like a really expensive like handbag and stuff.
Bro,
only saw one thing about it, but I do remember seeing that not too long ago. And I wanted to bring it up a couple podcasts now, but I kept forgetting.
Yeah.
But if that's true, holy shit, she is very attractive. I can see the draw.
I mean, good for him, but like
also you're really putting yourself in a sticky situation, guy.
Because he's not good enough to like justify like. And you're on your rookie contract, my dude. Like you gotta be careful who you're buying luxury gifts for, if you're not gonna see a return on that investment.
So, yeah,
good times.
That's crazy though. Shout out Jaime Jaquez, I guess.
A legend.
Kind of hope it's true.
Honestly, same. Just for my own entertainment.
Because it would be kind of funny.
Like every so often, we kind of get a kick out of our like favorite leagues, like turning into like soap operas in the offseason or whatever.
Do you see Shams already reported that the Celtics are going to make some big changes in the offseason?
Joe Mazzulla's fired.
I don't fucking believe anything. For
No.
a goddamn second. Actually, I'm going to pivot into my what's on your mind. That's what my what's on your mind is.
Pivot.
I've never been more frustrated in my life watching two basketball games.
He's not a Celtics fan.
I've expressed many times how my basketball fandom works. I care very deeply and
fair.
passionately about my team.
I'm like that with baseball.
But the NBA is such a
college.
garbage organization. The regular season is so bad. The playoffs, it's actually way better than regular season basketball. It's more like actual
Barely.
basketball.
It is kind of a different league.
It's a whole different league. But so when it gets to the playoffs, I actually start watching the games. Brutal watch. Everything made me so mad. I mean, Joe Mazzulla got outcoached so bad in the second half both times. 2 20-point leads blown.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Jason Tatum was an absolute idiot. They keep hucking threes for no reason. Like it's like they're playing as a team. You could tell, especially the game 2, they were taking way less threes. And then as soon as the comeback started from the Knicks, they started hucking them up. It was ridiculous, but at the same time, I still ain't worried. Not worried for a
Honestly,
goddamn second.
I don't blame you.
Especially Kristaps
I've
has been
thought that the
Kristaps
Celtics
has
have
been
gone-
not really playing the last 2 games too. So
Yeah, did he play last game at all?
a little bit. He wasn't in like most fourth quarter. It was illness. They said that he just can't keep going for longer than like long periods of time.
Pussy.
And then I'm not fucking worried, dude. Not for a goddamn second. This team's so good.
I honestly am
love 'em.
with you. It just feels like the Knicks have had their 2 moments now, winning the first 2, but the Celtics are just the better team.
I mean, Tatum's like just 2 or 3 made field goals away from probably just ending up closing out that game. Yeah.
No.
Like I think, shout out the Knicks for persevering.
Battle.
What was it, like a 21-2 run to end the game or something like that? Yeah. But at the same time, like I feel like it's not far fetched to say that for the NBA, for NBA standards, like a lot of luck goes into like very
McCall
few.
Bridges didn't make a basket till the fourth quarter, and he hit like 4 straight threes.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
But
out
like
of nowhere.
But if you're going into game 3, even though Knicks are gonna be at home, like if you're going into game 3 assuming that Tatum's just gonna remain cold and that they're gonna like score like 15 points in the fourth quarter again.
He had an interview today
That's-
too where he said it was like all his fault, and I haven't really heard him say it like that serious. And I was like, oh fuck, he's gonna go nuts.
You think that
he's locked?
you think the aura's starting to actually download?
It's starting to come back, and also actually, I want to point
no
back?
aura.
I want to point something out.
What do you mean back?
Come back. He was a huge. He was a huge aura guy when he started his career. When he was just like a kid.
Oh, when he dunked on
He
LeBron
dunked on
and
LeBron, and then he started kind of annoying me. I love you, JT, but come on, man. What are you doing? And then, but something I want to point out about both games, it's the 70-50 split. Both games when the Celtics were up 70-50 was when the comeback started.
Is that in the third?
It was both in the third, and then I think it was the fourth actually for the game too. I can't remember. It was like end of third, beginning of fourth. But so we just can't get to a 70-50 split, and then we're good. I mean, statistically speaking, that's what wins the Knicks game is being down 70-50.
So far.
Imagine next
So-
game Celtics are up like 69-50 and like Tatum or Brown's at the free throw line. They have one more free throw and they're just like,
Just no. Wait for them to score and then
hey,
go
miss
in.
this?
Did you see the fucking Mitchell Robinson free throw in that game?
No, I was.
Did not make it
so
above the fucking rim. It did not go above the rim. And he's 7 feet tall. So his release
He's
is like
shooting-
damn near at the rim.
He's shooting
Yeah.
42% from the line.
God.
It's okay. Also, they kind of bit us in the ass too. This is how they end up taking the lead at the end, because we were just fouling the shit out of them to get them in the bonus, even when it was like when we were up, and just it was so like if they get close, it was like you could just foul him and send him to the line, even though we're still up. I think that was the mindset. But then they actually came back and took the lead because of it. Because Drew Holiday just had a simple foul, sent Jalen Brunson to the line. And it's like, and then it just kept like, Yeah, Joe Mazzulla got outcoached so bad.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's still us.
Why are there already
Still us.
talks of fucking
Dude, Sham said it
major
like,
moves?
Sham said it like to start the playoffs. And you know what? I've had problems.
If they want to end up like the goddamn Bucks, because that's exactly what we did a year after winning the finals. Now we want to fire our head coach.
And that's what.
And then fire that head coach.
the NBA doesn't.
And then
realize.
fire the next one halfway through the season.
It's so possible. It's possible for the person who's best at something to not win a title in a year. It's fucking possible.
No, yeah.
Turns
That
out
happens.
it's just really hard to do.
Yeah, so
every year.
Just because you didn't win it this year doesn't mean fuck, gotta blow it. No,
It's hard enough to win one. It's even harder to win one and then repeat.
yeah.
It's probably even hard enough to like win one and then get to the next round. Like it's not like they got swept in the first round or whatever, or like it's some clear indicator that it was a fluke. They had a really good regular season. Like
Second best or third best team in the league.
yeah,
Just sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Sometimes things don't work out in a night.
Nope.
Doesn't mean you blow it up, and I don't think we will. Brad Stevens has proved since he got in the position that no one comes even close to being as good as he is at what they do.
I do love me some Brad Stevens.
Like, there's not a single team in the league that's been able to have a front office guy replicate what he's been doing.
Well,
I mean,
then again, Danny Ainge kind of set it up for him.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Brad Stevens was gifted Danny Ainge's team.
No,
Granted, I think Brad Stevens is
Danny Ainge didn't have this set. Danny
Ainge is the reason they have Tatum and Brown.
Yeah, but
Peyton
Brad
Pritchard
Stevens
was drafted like a month after Stevens got the job. So
no.
No.
Brad Stevens literally did this all. Like, Danny Ainge got the picks. He set the future up, but Brad Stevens did it, and he's also the one who added Porzingis, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, added Luke Cornett. Like, he's adding all these value. Brad Stevens did it all.
No.
Danny Ainge set it up. And
Still
honestly,
would not say
Danny
it all.
Ainge was probably going to get his ass fired because he was being so lackluster.
No.
He was getting teams good, but not there. He's also the guy who brought together Jared Solinger. Fucking
Don't you dare disrespect Jared
I'm
Solinger
friends
right
with him
now.
on Facebook. So
Yes,
I love
you
him.
are.
But he assembled one of the worst teams I've ever seen in my life in Celtics history. So I don't want to hear shit about Danny
No,
Ainge.
I know Danny Ainge was starting to.
I do love him though.
Danny Ainge was starting to fall off the end, and yes, Brad Stevens definitely got him over the hump. But Tatum and Brown, that was all Danny Ainge. So I wouldn't say it was all Brad Stevens.
He got the picks. He
drafted them both, did he not?
I thought he didn't draft Tatum.
I feel like that was definitely long enough ago that I feel like it was Danny Ainge drafted them, but
Well, even then, that team
no,
was.
because I think it was when Brad Stevens was the head coach.
That might have been it, but Brad Stevens is definitely what made the Celtics who they are.
Because Brad Stevens has only been an executive for
Google.
at best 4 years.
I have it up right now. June 2nd, 2021. His first move was trading
so
away
he did.
Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
His first move was trading away Kemba, the 16th pick, and a 2025 second rounder for Al Horford and Moses Brown.
That's actually kind of funny though. I bet he.
Al Horford.
I bet as
He's
he.
fucking good. And Al Horford was on one of those shit stank teams.
I bet he.
Not a shit stank team, actually.
Surprisingly really good in his old age.
Dude, he's so good.
I bet when he traded Kemba Walker, he was like, "This is for 2011, or whichever year it was that he lost to Kemba in the Natty."
Yeah. Al Horford, also another thing. I think he's probably, at least in my opinion, I don't know all the players, the most lovable player of any franchise. You know what I mean? Like, especially through his Hawks years. That I think when he did win the title, more people appreciated it for him. Because it took him 20 fucking years. And people loved him at Florida. People loved him when he was with the Hawks.
I did
Yeah.
him and Paul Millsap on the Hawks.
Yeah.
That team was so fun
And
to watch.
he was like the only
Kyle
one on the
Korver.
Celtics I was happy for. Yeah.
Dude, I was actually.
He's so person.
Dude, I didn't expect this at all, but when I interviewed Andre Jackson Jr., one of the questions I asked him was, what players did you like to watch when you were growing up? Like, who'd you look up to? And he said LeBron, which I was also kind of surprised to hear that. I'm like, I feel like usually like you try to like think of someone like, a little bit more that you can actually like model your game after. But one of the ones he said that I was surprised. He said Josh Smith. I'm like, dude, hell yeah. I'm like, heck yeah, dude.
Josh
no, like,
Smith
no,
was awesome.
surprised in a good way. Surprised in a good way.
Josh Smith had like, oh my fucking god, Josh Smith was so good.
Dude,
goated 2K
He was the
player.
smoothest power forward in the league for like 2 years.
Honestly,
that man was nasty.
he was a
Only one who
power
could-
forward that
only hit
moved
a
like a
jump
small
shot.
forward.
And he's the only one who could hit a jump shot too at that
Yeah.
time. Like
But no-
that was pre all the power forwards and centers being able to shoot from anywhere.
But I remember the Bulls played the Hawks in the second round of the 2011 playoffs, and I remember like there was like the first like 2 or 3 games. It was like every time the Bulls tried going in the paint, Josh Smith was just swatting it out of there. There was a little bit of me that thought this might be the best power forward in the league because like and then he would go down, hit a 3, and like I don't know, he was just so underratedly electric. Anything else you got?
No, I just really want to know what's on Justin's mind right now, but he said he's going last. So,
All right, I'll go.
I'll go last.
all right, let's hear.
All right, go ahead.
All right, guys. Ethan already knows what's on my mind. There is no single worse fantasy sports
Get out
manager
of here!
in the world than Ethan Cesar.
I've been playing fantasy with Justin for like 3 years, and he formulated this opinion. And
I pulled
also,
up some stats to back it
the
up.
first year I ever played with Justin, I had the highest scoring team in the league.
I've pulled up some stats to back it
Well,
up.
that's 1 year.
I'm not going to defend myself in any sport but football.
This is every league that has a league history. So what
Okay, I also play in Dynasty
he
leagues
has,
with them.
all he has is just off of memories. I have facts. Hockey, 34 and 66.
I'm not gonna defend myself.
Never made
Hockey's
the playoffs.
tough.
Hockey's
Never
tough.
made the
Hockey
playoffs.
is
Nobody who
tough.
plays in our hockey league knows what they're fucking doing.
Except for our friends who are twins, they both had a combined like 5 losses
Year
this last
after
season.
year, yeah, their teams are somehow.
I've
really
made the
good.
playoffs every single year.
Okay.
Baseball, 5-8, only one season, but he watched a lot
One
of baseball.
season.
Why was he still so
I
bad?
only watch the Red Sox, dude. Okay, let's look at this year right now. I'm third in the league in total
Football.
points already through 7 weeks.
He's actually 4th behind me, and we have the same
I'm
record.
ahead of you. I'm
It
ahead
might
of you.
have been
by a little
updated after
bit.
yesterday. It updates
Yeah,
every
I
day.
was at 1608, and Justin hadn't touched 16 yet.
All right. well,
He Justin had a good day yesterday.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at
If not, I'm right behind him. Football,
Never mind.
Dynasty. This is a league that he drafted in. I'm not counting
Dynasty League. Okay, actually, you should see my
6
fucking
and
team.
22.
No, you should see
6
my.
and 22.
You need to see my team, by the way. All right,
6
here.
and 22.
I have facts to back that up. Actually,
He has 6 wins.
So Dynasty League, we're in two
Two
We're
seasons.
in two. We're all right. So that Dynasty League we're in together. The team I drafted underperformed. Actually, let me read you this team real quick.
All right, before we get to that, before we get to
not a bad
that,
Give him the team. Give him the
before
team.
we get to that, basketball, 9 and 29.
I inherited a team. All right. That's another thing that's bullshit.
I did 2 in basketball.
Inherited
My
a
record's
team.
probably not very good.
So that doesn't fucking
You had a good
count.
bounce back here.
Yeah, I almost was 500.
doesn't count.
I'll take that.
Okay, listen to this team, by the way, and tell me why it's so bad.
Because he's not good at managing them.
not going to manage them,
User
dude.
error.
It's not user error. These fuckers just suck. Patrick Mahomes and then DeAndre Swift. I traded for DeAndre Swift when he was on the Eagles.
Tell him to trade. Tell him to trade.
I don't have it.
Click on the player.
Okay.
Press history.
Oh, I traded Cooper Cup. And I also got a draft pick.
All right, I'll
I'm not done.
You win that.
Cooper Cup. I traded Cooper Cup.
Cooper's barely played.
He's barely played.
barely played.
And he's literally just got dumped. All right?
Dumped.
Just got dumped. He literally just got dumped. Zach Charbonnet, which was supposed to be the fucking starter.
Charbonnet.
He was never supposed to be the starter.
He was supposed to be the starter.
They drafted Kenneth Walker with like the 3rd pick of the 2nd round the year prior.
And now
Yeah.
they're trying to trade Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking Seahawks cycle back
last
like
year he
psychos.
still was the complete
Okay,
workhorse.
DK Metcalf.
workhorse every time he played.
DK Metcalf, Marvin Harrison, Jalen Waddle, Jacoby Myers, Hunter Henry, Isaiah Pacheco, Jerry Jeudy, Demario Douglas, Dalton. This is not a fucking bad team. Drake May.
Hunter Henry's your starting tight end.
That's the only position I suck in. Damn. Okay, you're telling me this team is not supposed
Honestly,
to be
Hunter
good?
Henry didn't even have that bad of a year last year.
No, he was only tight end like 4.
But honestly, I feel like
Dalton Schultz was also like
Team was
tight end
garbage.
5.
here's
Team was not bad, dude. They
3
underperformed
wins.
so hard.
Yeah, so stop tanking.
Okay, my biggest problem too was Patrick Mahomes is the biggest fantasy letdown of the last year.
That is.
And we started this league his first bad year. So I drafted him like late too. I was like, oh fuck, I got Patrick Mahomes late. That's awesome. Ass. Super mega ass.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kermit. Fucking
No, didn't you draft him early? Because I drafted Josh Allen early.
I don't think it was early.
Oh,
Guys,
okay.
in that same league we're talking about that I actually tanked my way successfully.
I also got Drake May.
The second pick one year.
I also got Drake
I'm
May.
14-14.
Like we've said, I've played fantasy with Justin for 3 years. Incredibly small sample size. You know what also I think with these bad teams is, number one, obviously where you start is getting a quarterback, right? You get a quarterback and you protect him. But I look at some of these like fringe, look like teams like the Steelers, right? Fringe teams, always on the fringe of the edge of the playoffs. Colts,
Packers.
They rely, recently the Packers rely off of a great fucking defense. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you need your franchise QB 100%. That's the number one priority. But defense is what is keeping a lot of these teams in these games. Like, holy shit.
And
that was true.
The Patriots.
I was gonna say the Patriots and the Jets when they were bad, their defense was still making games.
Dude, the Patriots
super
defense
close,
was also another link to fantasy. We were averaging like 20 points a game in fantasy. Patriots defense honestly willed the team to the playoffs when Mac Jones was a rookie. Like, that shit was crazy. He had a good year, but
06 Bears.
06 Bears.
Yeah.
That was the worst. NFC.
They are who we thought they were.
I know you probably don't remember, but that year,
And we let them off the hook.
That year was like when I first started paying attention to football, and I was like,
That was like one of the first years for me.
That's the early. The Bears
NFC
Super Bowl is the earliest football memory I have.
NFC was probably the worst year of a conference of all time, dating back to when the AFL and NFL merged, and how bad the AFL was at first. That conference was so bad that year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it was brutal. The Bears defense was fantastic, but their offense was.
There's no reason
Really
Rex
bad.
Grossman should have stepped foot in a Super Bowl
Yeah,
game.
that was crazy, dude. Oh my god! Remember when you guys? Well, I don't know about you, but thought Kyle Orton was the future.
I mean, no, that's when I started paying attention more to Bears football, because I remember Kyle Orton actually kind of being that
had
dude.
games,
And
dude.
he did.
He had some games.
And I remember being kind of
a couple
sad.
games against the Packers. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I remember being kind of sad when the Bears traded him for Cutler, and then I was like, okay, this Cutler guy's supposed to be pretty good. And his first season was left a little to be desired. But what are you gonna do? But yeah. But no, if you don't mind me or unless you have something else in your mind.
Him?
That's all.
Okay, then you talking about the Steelers? That's gonna segue to a couple things on my mind.
All right, let's hear it, buddy.
But first, speaking of Steelers, what the heck are the Steelers doing?
What?
Okay. I have
So
Here's save him. Don't worry, dude.
I mean, maybe, but I mean,
yeah, they're gonna add Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb.
I'm hoping for their sake that something like mentally truly is off with DK, the same that it was with AB and
What do you mean off with DK?
Le'Veon.
You mean George Pickens?
Wait,
Pickens, yeah,
you
sorry,
don't think that
Pickens,
was a
yeah.
good idea?
No. to
Yes,
trade George
yes,
Pickens?
and no.
I want to hear his thought first because I have an idea.
Yes,
behind that.
yes, and no. One, just because like I thought the whole point of bringing in DK was to pair him with Pickens and have a pretty good 1-2 punch. And also, I thought they were going to bring in Rodgers and try to run it back and keep the whole. Oh, we never
Still
finished.
think they are.
We probably, but still never finish below 500. All this stuff, Steeler way, whatever you want to call it. But then I don't know, and I feel like you probably could have gotten more for him.
Could have easily gotten.
But-
more. That was
I don't think you could.
But no,
No?
but at the same time,
Because teams aren't calling you looking for George Pickens. You're calling a team
Yeah.
saying
Well,
George Pickens
I
is
just-
available.
I just think
they
you
already
have
know.
to sell
They already know
I
the
mean,
cards
yeah,
are in their
sell
hand.
I just
They know the cards are in their
That's
hand.
fair.
The only reasons that I say that I think they could have dumped him for better is because, I think you could have dropped the fifth out of it and just taken a second straight up. And part of your argument is this guy's about to be off of his rookie deal. He's still a good receiver. You're going to have to pay him, or he's a 1-year lease. So
Well,
I
like
think
with the Steeler way, their team
think
was just more picks.
Yeah, and
more picks.
Well,
more
then
picks, more
I
picks.
think it was an awful trade. I think you should have kept George Pickens because, like I said before, your defense has been carrying you through all these years. Why the fuck would you make your offense worse?
Two
Yeah,
points to make.
especially
Like,
for
that's
bringing in an
ridiculous.
aging Rodgers who, like, hit the past couple years. Well,
They got Will Howard,
Dude.
Why am I trying to remember who Will Howard is?
title-winning quarterback.
Title winning.
Oh, duh.
QB.
I don't know why, but when I heard Will Howard, I was thinking of O.J. Howard, the tight end from Alabama all those years ago. That's another guy. He just fell off the face of the earth. I thought he was actually going to be a good tight end.
Not David and Joke. Fucking Cameron Braid, I think, took
Go
over.
for it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But
What I'll say about Pickens is two things. One, he did fall off year 2 to 3. He did. He did with better QB play in Pittsburgh. He fell off. So we saw what a lot of people think is his ceiling.
yeah,
We saw that. Like we don't think like how many people outside of Nico Collins have a jump 3 to 4? Nico Collins is the only guy ever
yeah.
who jumps you 3 to 4. Second reason, when Mike Tomlin knows it's time to dump a wide receiver.
No, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
time to
No,
dump a
that's
fucking
what I'm
wide
saying.
receiver.
That's why I said I hope for their sake that
Yeah.
that's just another indicator of it being like Le'Veon and AB, where it's like,
Santonio Holmes,
before you
Mike Wallace.
Plaxico Burress, before you jumped in, like that was my thing was Mike Tomlin's been fucking great at telling when these CTE
when these guys are done.
when these
yeah.
psychopaths.
it's insane.
like when they run out when the juices
fucking Chase
more like-
Claypool, fucking Deontay Johnson, like
Yeah.
knows.
Dude, Deontay Johnson fell off so hard.
That was-
That's another reason my dynasty team fell off as much as it did. I couldn't rely on Travis Etienne, couldn't rely on Deontay Johnson. Hollywood Brown got hurt.
That's two reasons. I think and another thing too is Pickens, especially with the fall off, Pickens would have been wide receiver too. That would have been DK's show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tomlin,
I think he would've been better.
I think Tomlin knew this fucking psychopath is not going to handle that well.
Yeah.
Having a few games where he gets only one target, he's going to fucking kill somebody.
Wasn't Pickens the number 2 in his rookie year?
Yeah, but he was. Well, wait,
Okay,
hold on.
and look at the past Steelers. Look at the reason Chase
Maybe
Claypool-
2-ish with Deontay still there.
Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, and Juju Smith-Schuster. Look at all the reasons that they got paid afterwards. They were all the number 2s. The number 2 in Pittsburgh thrives. Like, they're great. And that's why I think George Pickens' production fell off because he was
I don't think George Pickens was number 1.
I thought he was
both
number
years.
2 this rookie year.
His rookie year maybe.
That's what I'm saying. That was his
Maybe
best year.
100.
That's what I'm saying.
No, his best year was second year.
I thought it was his first year.
No, second year he was like pro.
How long has this fucker been in the league?
He just finished his third year.
Oh, I thought
already
it,
been
I
3
thought it was
years,
his rookie
dang.
year.
Oh yeah, because I think he was the same draft as.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh wait,
He only that's why I don't think that's a bad trade.
no, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's not a
because he was the draft after Fields. I'm pretty sure.
I just don't think. I mean, especially if you're running it the same way, when you have the success, like I don't know. It's just the number 2 thing. It's weird. It's not a thing you always you think about with football, but it's like success Pittsburgh has had with the number 2 receiver, and the fact that it has been a.
Who do they
fallout
have
that I
on their
think is great.
roster?
DK, Calvin
Maybe there's a guy
Austin,
Mike Tomlin doesn't stop talking about Calvin Austin.
Roman Wilson.
Another guy, Roman Wilson. Like maybe Mike Tomlin is genuinely seeing something.
Do you
those two guys?
If you wanna-
let's get something now for Pickens.
if you want to count tight ends in the mix, Pat Fryermuth isn't terrible.
His second.
Darnell Washington's
His
supposed to be
second
a
year.
unicorn,
You know what's
but
crazy
I
with
think-
George? Okay.
I think he might be too far gone, but he was supposed to be a unicorn.
Okay,
Yeah.
200 more yards, in my opinion, does not sound like a massive jump at receivers. To me, that's
Are you
four-
talking about his fall off?
Yeah.
It is. No, it is because he
Because of
ran
the total.
way more fucking routes.
yes, and especially because of the total.
From the
it's
jump,
total.
he ran way more routes and he had better QB play.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Man, thanks for fucking. If I wanted somebody to finish my sentences, I'd fucking invite Alex over here. Yeah.
Shout
No,
out
that's what it
Bay.
is. It's like
Yeah, Alex, you already said about you.
200 doesn't feel like that much, but when it's in his context, it is a fall off for
Yeah.
sure. Like that's a big 200-yard fall off.
But other thing I had on my mind is I'll probably just make this quick, but it's on my mind. Cubs need a freaking closer and like 1 or 2 other high leverage relievers. I mean, I think there's always those memes of like what the world would be like if so and so happened. Like if the Cubs had a closer, we'd have flying cars right now. Like we'd have world peace. We'd solve world hunger. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, but the other night the Cubs were down like 4-2 or 5-2. Came back and tied it in the 9th, and then had a chance to win in the 10th, but got some PCA had a bad at bat, and then Dansby got unlucky with a line drive.
Yeah, great this year. All right, no Javi disrespect this year.
137 OPS plus. But anyway, so couldn't win it in the 10th. What? 137 OPS plus. Yeah.
Like 0.137. That's what I thought.
No. So quick little lesson. OPS plus is pretty much.
OPS plus. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do you know what that is?
I'm thinking of fucking I don't know exactly what it is, but I immediately thought of just OPS by itself.
Basically, OPS plus is like determining who's like above average or below average. So like, if league average is
it's WAR.
If league average is 100, then 137 OPS plus
WAR.
is really good.
It's WAR.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, side note, Christian Yelich in an interview the other day with Pardon My Take said that he has no idea what any stat means besides batting average, on base percentage, OPS, and slugging. So I don't give a fuck about any stat. I do give a fuck about WAR. But
I agree. I mean, I agree. But the only thing that's nice with like OPS plus is like it does tell me like if it does tell you if a guy is actually like an above.
Way more important than OPS plus though.
No, but I'm saying like it's nice. Like it's nice to see where a guy is at compared to the league average.
We need to stop.
Does. That's what WAR
does. We need to stop.
Yeah.
WAR and OPS.
WAR is nice because it factors. WAR is nice, but also misleading because it factors in defense.
Which is more important.
No, yes, but it can also mislead you into thinking a guy's really good.
That's why you look at his OPS.
That's why you look at his OPS.
Yes.
So that's why OPS plus is just stupid. Like, what's the point of combining both? There's literally no point in combining both because you already got these two right here.
And then they still talk about the other two.
It's just there's no point.
I still look.
It leads to more. Baseball needs to stop inventing fucking stats, dude. It's so stupid.
Like also when
it's supposed to be the simplest sport.
When these fucking Japanese pitchers come over and throw a slider that has like slightly more break, and they're like, "Oh, this is a dragon fork throw slider."
Okay, the sweeper.
They sound like the Cedric. Cedric on TikTok.
I'm getting sick of these. Oh, the fucking.
This
I call this shit the stepchild. I'm so sick though of the sweeper because you know what the goddamn sweeper is? It's just a glorified slurve.
Yeah.
It is nothing. Why are we changing pitcher? Literally, there's still fucking what is it called? I don't remember, but the fork ball still exists, but we don't call it that anymore. We call it fucking something else.
Do they call Shoda's change up the dragon fork or the?
I don't know. I haven't really heard it. Probably.
I think it's
they call it
Shoda.
like the dragon fork or the dragon.
Like,
change.
what are we doing out here?
It's literally just a change
You're
up.
doing
It's
nothing
like,
special.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, he holds his middle finger.
His finger's a little different.
3 millimeters to the right and applies 0.1 kilogram of pressure more. Like, come on here.
Just say he's got a nasty changeup. Yeah, that's all it needs to be.
Like when Devin Williams airbender. That's why whenever Devin Williams gives us a home run, I laugh. Like, they just hit a home run off of a pitch called the airbender.
Dude, we got 5.
I bought into that for a year. Then he started getting shelled.
Why do we name this pitch? They just hit it every time.
There are 7 pitches in baseball, and you cannot fucking convince me otherwise because they're all the exact same pitch. He just holds it. Each individual guy holds it slightly different. That's literally it.
Is there an actual?
No, he's got 4 more extra inches of run. It's a whole new pitch. No.
Is there a difference? Is there an actual difference between a change up and a circle change?
Yes, you just that one.
It's completely different curve.
It's a completely. It's way too different.
And curve and 12-6 curve.
No, literally, you hold a.
Curve is more like a slurve, but with more downward motion. A 12-6 curve literally is supposed to stay straight.
Yeah.
12-6 curve is like a
I've
screwball that but doesn't.
A circle
screw.
change. You
What
hold,
it has
you literally
rotation.
hold like this. Yeah, you hold a circle change like this.
Yeah.
A regular change up, you just grip it.
Okay. No, when I think of 12-6 curve, I think of just like something that like just completely like drops off the face of the earth or whatever.
Like a curve ball comes more like that. While 12-6 literally fucking just drops.
It's basically
off the table.
it's the splitter from Wii.
Yeah.
Wii Sports.
Yeah, it just falls off the table.
The splitter just looks like a fastball and falls off the table.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Fast
going back to the Cubs, I
change up.
I don't know if you guys saw. So they tied it up in the 9th, had a chance to win the 10th, didn't. Ryan Presley comes in for the 11th, does not retire a single batter, gives up 9 runs, 8 of them were earned.
Is this top? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
11th? Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they were at Wrigley.
Let me take it back.
But
take it back.
could you imagine losing 14-5 in the 11th?
They left
Yeah.
Ryan to give up 9.
Well, our
didn't pull
bullpen's
him. They didn't pull
pretty
him.
depleted, but
Either I actually watched
shout out
this
Craig
game
Counsell
live.
for that
I
one.
watched this game
They
live.
left him to give up 9.
Ethan, he walked a guy, and then there was no. They showed the dugout. The coaches weren't even talking about it. They were just like, "Yeah, he's staying in there."
Dog, I can't. Okay, I'm nowhere
And
near.
the walk happened. I said the walk happened after you give up
Yeah.
5 runs, and then an MLB pitcher walks somebody on
You're
5
good.
pitches. You're like,
Dude,
all right,
okay.
you're
Yeah.
done.
Okay, I am.
Walked a guy on 5 pitches, and everybody was like, he's got this.
I am.
He's got this.
I am nowhere near.
out there.
I am nowhere near MLB standard of what a manager should be. But you know what? I'm not autistic, so I could probably do a little bit better than that.
Sometimes I do wish they didn't rely so heavy on the analytics.
Yeah.
And they
Or
just use
okay,
common sense.
you know what pisses me off? Especially I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this at all. He needs to stay in and figure out the pressure of what's going on. He's got to figure out himself. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. No fucking pitcher wants to stay in there.
Or it's
20,000
like,
people staring at them. They're giving up 4 fucking runs already.
No, like-
That's stupid as shit.
No, like
They
I used
know
to,
what they've done wrong.
yeah, they already know what they've done wrong.
No, I used to always wonder when I was a kid. I'd be watching baseball with my dad, and you see the manager go out and take the pitcher out after he had a bad
I
out,
mainly
bad outing
meant
or whatever.
relievers, by the way. Mainly
Yeah.
meant relievers.
Yeah.
Starters are a whole different story.
And I was like asking my dad, isn't he worried about the dude getting upset or whatever? What if what does the manager say to a player when he's taking him out? To not upset him? My dad's like, nothing. He walks out there and says, "Give me the ball. You're horrible today. Go sit down, and we'll get somebody that can do it." And honestly, that's how it should be. It shouldn't be it's you got a guy coming up who can't quite hit
who's the
whatever.
guy on the Red Sox who used to argue though every time.
Papelbon.
Papelbon.
Yeah, he used to
Every
choke you out if you
time
took him out.
lose
The
his
coach would come
mind,
out. He
dude.
would fucking
Like
freak the fuck
there's
out.
and that actually
Honestly,
that makes me happy.
kind of like to see that.
That makes me happy. I'm still gonna take your ass out. I'd like to see the fire.
Oh yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
want to see that
I'm
fire.
gonna
But
take
also,
your ass out.
you have to be able to
fucking cares,
you
dude.
have to be able to back that up. I don't want to see.
Oh, you can't suck.
you ever seen the
I know he's not on the
Ever
Brewers
seen
anymore, but if
Clayton
Brent
Kershaw wave his
Suter
coach off
was
to give up a
arguing
home
coming
run?
out, it's like you're not that guy, pal.
You ever seen Clayton Kershaw waved his coach off? So the head coach was like, because in the MLB, same as fucking high school. If you try to take a second mound visit in the same inning, you have to come out.
Yeah.
The manager started walking up. Clayton Kershaw waved him off.
Yeah.
Second pitch of the at bat, fucking piss missile.
No, okay. Even though Clayton Kershaw, you would think
okay.
you would
Should've
think he's
came
good
out,
enough, but no.
Sometimes it's not your day. It's
No,
okay.
that is always true with Clayton Kershaw.
No window,
Talk about such a always.
Photo.
What's the word I'm looking for? But just can't
Brooks over there. I like that.
That's sad.
can't stand the bright lights of the playoffs. Clayton Kershaw. Seth, give me a Brewers vibes update.
Brewers
They're
vibes
down.
update.
They're down.
We're staying relevant. Had a series win against Houston. I really don't know how good they are this year.
They're bad.
Okay,
They're not
saying
great.
much
I
then.
don't think they're complete dog water, but they're obviously nowhere near what they used to be.
Gritty win against the Cubs to not get swept.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it just. I mean, I like the young guys. Love Jackson Churio. Could still use a little more at the plate. Really need another fucking good reliever. I saw something. What's his name? On the Angels, Reed
Oh,
Dittmer.
Reed Detmer, yeah, the starter, the lefty.
I don't know. Somebody like him. They need pitching help bad.
He does like.
You guys should.
I'm not
Nasty
gonna-
Nestor can't do it himself.
You guys
I'm not
should-
gonna say that I know all about Reed Detmer other than playing with some of his cards in MLB The Show. So I'm not gonna.
You used to be dick hard over his card.
Dude, I don't know what it was. I think I. Or no,
hated
no,
him.
he threw like a perfect game or no hitter, and then his card was really good. But no, I'm not gonna say that I
just
know
heard
all
he was,
about
like,
him.
a realistic
but,
name.
But
so.
Reed Detmer, for whatever reason, seems like one of those pitchers that the Brewers would up and trade for, and then all of a sudden it's just really good for them for 2 to 3 years. So, yeah.
When's Woodruff come back?
I was just gonna ask, is there an update on him?
Dude, I thought it was gonna be by now.
Damn, I thought it was kind of soon.
You would have thought.
You know what's fucked up about Brandon Woodruff? at least with MLB The Show, normally when players are hurt, they don't touch their overall. They've downgraded.
That's crazy.
MLB The
Dude, there's
Show.
no love for Milwaukee, dude. No love.
Dude, yeah, Churrio's still a gold, dude. How do you feel about that?
That's crazy.
Bullshit.
William Contreras is kind of
Know
having.
about that game.
What'd you say?
Dude, he used to rip that shit with us, though.
I did used to like playing the show.
Dude, Seth was good for a bomb or two a game.
I'd have my 1 or 2 big bombs, and then that's it.
It's not that way anymore, dude. Me and Justin just got shut out.
God, I'd be so
I'm
awful,
literally
dude.
I'm literally an 800 player in the game, and we just got shut out.
If
What the fuck is
I told
going
would
on?
be
if I told
so
you guys
bad
that
in
last
that
night I
game.
played a game where I had Satchel Paige on the mound, bless you, Jinx, double Jinx, triple Jinx, go triple Jinx, triple Jinx.
I think I was a little faster.
You guys got to suck.
Evan.
If I told you guys last night I had a game where I had Satchel Paige on the mound and the other guy had John Donaldson, what do you think the final
Hey,
score
by
was?
the way, the Pope is a White Sox fan, not a Cubs fan.
ABC confirmed Cubs fan.
ESPN just tweeted that he's, in quotes, always a Sox fan.
Oh, I got that too. Cubs, White Sox. Pope Leo XIV's brother weighs in on the different claims about his brother, and the top quote is he was always a Sox fan.
All right, I can live with that as long as he's a
L
Bears
for the
fan.
Cubs.
Honestly, as long as he's a Bears fan, that's all that matters to me. Cubs are fine right now.
He's
Bears.
a Sox fan. We're fucked. Well, I mean, I'm not Catholic.
Okay,
Yeah.
Preval's brother said he was never, ever a Cubs fan, so I don't know where that came from. He was always a Sox fan.
So he's currently Cubs. So he's a fair weather fan.
Wow.
What the hell do we got going on over here?
You know what this sounds like, and I hate
fair
that.
weather Pope.
Fuck the Pope.
I hate that I'm doing this to myself, but I don't know if you guys have heard like Jace say this before. But every time I talk about me being a Cubs fan in front of Jace always goes.
Jace always brings that up. Dude. Shout out Jace.
All right, so context. For those of you that have watched our episodes, Jace was on our case race episode. But for those of you that didn't,
Win.
Jace
Still wearing the uniform.
Jace is one of our best friends. And I met him back in 6th grade. And that year, the Cubs were really bad, and I was, the Cubs were really bad. I don't know if the Bears were good yet or not.
What year?
This was 2010 to 2011. Bulls were just about to get good, but they weren't quite good yet. But I needed something to cling on to as far as like a good sports team. And the White Sox were threatening to win their division constantly. And so Jace asked me, what teams do you like? I said I like the White Sox to try and give myself a little a little boost,
Like an elephant.
And he has not forgotten to this day that I said that I once preferred the White Sox. So
You know what you got
but
on Jace?
I was gonna say this sounds like if I were to
White
ever.
Sox jersey on right now.
Oh yeah, shout out Michael Jordan. But no, this sounds like if I were to ever like get to like in a position of that or whatever, and somebody was interviewing me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a Cubs fan, and Jace be like, not so fast. I remember in middle school.
Yeah, I got something on Jace though. I mean, what I always say to him still is
Fake Knicks
the
fan.
fact that he's a Knicks fan. He's a
Yep.
fucking Knicks fan. He was a Knicks fan for years.
Come on, that's bullshit.
He was a Knicks fan for years.
Obvious Bucks fan.
I've stuck with Boston since I was 5, so everybody who hasn't is a disappointment to me. And you know what's funny to me too?
Oh, so hard to stick with the Celtics.
Talking about actually for a little bit. I mean, at
You
least
wipe
when
your
I
tears
was
with
watching,
your multiple
you
championships.
were asked
Ethan,
for a little while.
Anything that you say about Boston sports
Dude, we're
that's
so
bad
good.
is not even
Shut up.
comparable to any other
Well, you know what?
franchise.
Well, you know
I've
what?
not seen my teams win a
I
championship.
never left. I never left. But I don't know. I was
He's
gonna
not
say,
Yankees.
I was gonna say.
I was not a Yankees fan when I was 6 years old.
You told me you've been watching Yankees since 2002.
He was born in like
Born in
2002.
Yeah, he like gave me. I knew that story was bogus.
Oh, so-
You said like you were like.
Obviously, there's no way
You said you were
he's
like
fucking-
laying on the floor and your dad's like, hey, or your Jeff is like, hey, here's Derek Jeter.
That's not what he
When's
said.
your
yeah,
whatever
I
it
remember
was.
that, Evan. I said,
I said you
remember
remember
his
it,
memory.
but you said you like.
no, yeah, Evan.
I knew it was bogus, and you told me it was.
He was literally born in like 2002.
Okay, but 2000.
Were you 2001 or 2002?
I started watching the Cubs in like 2007. I guarantee you I would remember if they won the World Series that year. I remember they got knocked out of the playoffs first round by the Dodgers.
2007, you were old.
8 years, 8 years old. 7, 8 years old. About the same.
Red Sox won the World Series that year.
Yeah, same thing.
I could still name the
09 World
2007 Red
Series,
Sox
I just
lineup.
turned 7.
Hey, yeah.
It happened 3 months
feel like
after
this-
my 7th birthday.
I feel
Sorry,
I know-
Evan. I tried to forget most of my childhood.
I've had it easy, but I can still name those old lineups, and I think that's dedication right there. The fact that I was that attentive as an 8-year-old,
That's
still
true.
there, still there.
All right, what the heck were we even talking
Josh
about?
Beckett,
We're a little.
Josh Beckett, Jason Varitek,
Nobody
David
fucking
Ortiz, Justin
cares.
Pedroia, Julio Lugo, Mike Lowell, JD Drew, Mayor
yeah,
Mears, and
skip past
Jacoby
the next-
Ellsbury. And you know who else on the team who's currently our manager was Alex Cora.
I love that I have the power to edit out all of that.
Yeah, just cut that out.
Yeah, well, I love how I have the power that I know where you live. So this is incredible.
All right. Anyway, actually, I was gonna ask what else you guys want to talk about, but we can comment on this because I think it's pretty cool. Have you guys seen Mikko Rantanen?
Yes,
Going
that's
on-
awesome,
Oh my God,
dude.
dude.
Wait,
What
actually, quick shout out to Gabriel
Avs
Landeskog.
fans are sick.
Quick shout out to Gabriel Landeskog.
Dude.
Was out for like 1,022 days.
Yes, I have his
Came
jersey.
back. Quick
I have
shout
his
out to
jersey.
Gabriel Landeskog. That's awesome. But that fucking Rantanen shit has been electric, especially because the media was trashing him for the whole last year.
Really?
Talking about he's a cancer in the locker.
I didn't know there was a hockey media.
I had him on fantasy 2 years ago, and he was really
No,
fucking
no,
Well, like more like a
Talking about how
personality
bad-
thing?
because he wanted more money, which he deserves.
He deserved.
And they were trash because NHL, especially as a league, were really. I mean, they're
don't
like,
really-
you leave
you
for
don't
money,
draw
but when
attention like
when you're
that.
drawing attention to it, you're kind of creating a problem in the locker room, and the NHL is the biggest
That's
league
true.
on a
That's-
locker room
yeah.
culture. And he was drawing a lot of attention for that. They traded him, and the fact that he got traded again after only 13 games with the Hurricanes was the whole narrative was he's a cancer, he's this, he's that. He's been getting shit on all year, and now he's doing this, and everybody's like, "Oh, the
Who'd you play
story."
for?
Huh?
Who'd you play for?
He's on the Stars now.
He played for the Avs, got traded to the Hurricanes, now he got traded to the Stars.
Going into the third period yesterday, he had a hat trick in 2 of his previous 3 periods. That's insane.
He had 3 goals in the third period
Against the Avs, and then
the Avs in
and
Game
then
7.
this is-
yeah, and
I
then
actually
game 1
watched that game.
and then game 1 yesterday he had 3 in the second period.
Yeah, literally a hat trick in the third period to bury his former team. And then also
Opens up the next series with
I
a
also-
fucking.
Side note I want to add on.
Here go 2 more for y'all.
Side note I want to add on. I know that like people are like, "Oh, it was an open goal." Fuck that, dude. Fuck
No,
that.
yeah.
A hat
Not my
trick?
fault. I get the
It's
other
not
2.
my
It's a
hat
puck
trick.
in my
Like,
stick.
what? Like,
If
come
all
on.
3 are empty nets, okay.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Like, come on.
Patty.
It's still a hat trick.
Honestly, what do we want to segue to next? I feel like we kind of talked about
do the
NBA
quiz.
playoffs. Yeah.
with the-
You want to just finish up with the quiz?
Today's quiz. Not in order because Ethan's such a pussy.
We could have went in order if we
Top-
wanted
we
to.
could
Just for the
go in
record.
order.
For the record.
Top 20 most three-pointers made in NBA history. And go.
Steph Curry.
Hold on, we should time it.
All right.
Time
Jinx.
it. Seth, take it back. Seth didn't say that.
I don't
All right.
know, Evan.
Stopwatch. All right. And go.
Go.
Crap, I missed.
Steph Curry.
Yes.
James Harden.
Yes.
Reggie Miller.
Yes.
Ray.
Allen.
Yes.
Kyle Korver.
No.
Really? Wow.
See, I'm already.
No, he's number 8.
Gaslighting me.
I'm not blanking, but I'm trying to
Pete
go
Maravich.
number 5 now.
Damn.
Oh, you're
Maravich is hilarious.
Or no, numbers.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Wow. I did not think you guys would get that number
Good
20.
pull. Good pull, Evan.
Did not think that you guys would get that one that quick.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Kobe.
No.
Yeah, two.
You've been fucked on in a row, dude. What?
He wasn't even top 25.
Let's see. Why am I blanking all of a sudden, dude?
You guys don't even have 4 and 5 yet. You just skipped over those.
I know. I keep just trying to think of those two instead of just players in general.
Yeah, I gotta start making my mind work.
I think it plays in general, but I can only do 15.
Crap. Trying to
Darko
think of-
Milicic.
Trying to think of. Oh, Peja Stojakovic.
No.
Really?
I used to love you.
Guys,
I can't trust him
I'm not
now.
going to give any hints yet. But no.
Wow. No hints yet.
Maybe
Yeah, I don't know why I was
maybe it wasn't good enough
Why
long
is
enough.
this so hard for me?
I know you guys will.
Oh, Klay Thompson.
Yeah. I know they'll just start hitting you guys.
Paul
Some of
Pierce.
these names are like obvious. Yes, Paul Pierce. Number 15.
There we go. There we go.
Carmelo Anthony.
No.
Dang.
See, that's Just think of the biggest names, dude. How many of them?
Oh, Kevin Durant,
Yes, I knew he was. I couldn't find him. Number 14.
Russell Westbrook.
Shut the fuck up, Evan. Don't talk about him like that. You know he's not on the list.
I honestly
Chris
could've-
Paul.
No.
Mike Bibby.
No.
If Kobe's not on the list, then I know this person's on the list, but I'm gonna throw him out there anyway because GOAT, Michael Jordan.
No.
Okay,
No, he didn't.
figured.
I think his rookie year was when they debuted the 3-point line.
No. It was
Nah,
He didn't
it
play
was
with-
a little bit before that.
He didn't play the 3-point
no,
line.
actually, no. It was close because when he hit that game winner at North Carolina, they didn't have the 3-point
they
line.
had a 3-point line.
Didn't he only play his freshman year?
No, freshman. Actually, I think he played 3 years.
Oh, maybe that's why I thought that. I thought he only played.
Because freshman didn't play, so he played sophomore, junior year.
Okay, back to the topic. You guys were missing number 4.
Well, he was there for 3
super
years.
obvious guy.
Dude, I don't have
Super obvious.
Dude,
guy.
I'm telling you, I don't know shit.
You guys are literally. It's gonna be everyone's gonna go. Oh, except maybe. Ethan.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I know.
trying to,
I
like,
tried
go
him
by
before, but
teams.
Darko Milicic.
Shut up.
No. He's on the list now. He's on the list now. It's so weird.
Holy fuck,
He's on the list now.
playing.
Dwayne Wade. No. Oh, Jason Kidd.
Yes.
Okay, when I was thinking of Mike Bibby, that's who I was fucking thinking of. I was thinking of Jason Kidd.
Jason Terry.
Yes, I thought that was the one I thought you guys would not get.
Damn it, dude. See, I'm trying to
11.
I am.
That's the one. He was
Danny
number
Green.
11. That's the one I said. If we went in a row, you guys will get stuck on 11.
Danny
Okay.
Green.
No, I'm surprised he's not, but no.
Yeah, he had like that
He had-
3 years of.
yeah, I guess he
elite
really was not that.
Devin Booker.
No,
Okay.
too young. I don't even think he's.
Dude, I don't know. He's been in the league a while now. But I'm also trying, like I said, I'm just trying to assume that
Larry
like-
Bird.
nah,
NBA just didn't score.
didn't stay healthy long enough.
Well,
Coming up on 4
I
minutes.
mean, I don't know. According to NBA Jam, he's a 9 out of 10 3-point shooting.
I'm gonna just because he played really long. Jamal Crawford.
Number 12.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right, I thought of Jamal Crawford, but I was
Lou
like, I
Will?
don't want to sound like an idiot.
No.
Nah, dude. Yeah, no, just throw some out
I
there.
thought 11 and 12 would fuck you guys over. So Evan, good job.
Thank you.
No, Evans had a lot of good pulls. I'm fucking
Yeah, Evan has.
terrible.
I'm trying to
right
think.
now.
Seth, you're shocking me right now.
I'm trying to think of terrible.
Seth, you're shocking me right now.
Nah, Ben Gordon wasn't good enough long enough.
Number 4 is still blowing my mind.
Dude, yeah.
Crap.
Dude,
All right, it definitely has to be like
who?
older.
Is Bradley Beal on there?
No. I think he was 22. I screenshotted top 20 though.
John Wall.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Who were some early 2000s shooters? Is Lou Will on there?
Seth's
Okay.
not that.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Chauncey Billups.
Oh,
No.
Allen Iverson.
No.
Dang.
Tayshaun Prince.
No.
Rip Hamilton.
No.
Name of the fucking title team.
Jake would be proud of us.
Ben Wallace. Then
What about some like? Dude, I don't know.
why is this so hard,
You guys are thinking way off.
dude? I can't even
Like
think of
I don't
players
I,
right now.
I don't know why you guys are thinking what you guys are thinking.
I know why I'm thinking what I'm thinking.
Hito Turkoglu.
I love Hito Turkoglu.
I do like him.
AK-47.
I'm trying to think of like specialists too.
I think that's my main problem. I'm just trying to think of spot up shooters right now.
Um,
I'm trying to. All right, what about our list of MVPs? Can that help us?
we already said Steph, LeBron.
7 left. 7 out of 20 left.
God, this is so hard.
So I'm gonna throw out a weird
See,
one.
we've been fucked
John
if we tried it in
Paxson.
a row.
No.
All right, I'm ready for a goddamn hint, dude. This is pissing me
No.
off.
You guys
Craig Hodges.
That sounds hint ready right there, Justin. Come on now. I just want to know if number 4
Dude,
is active.
Kirk Heinrich.
Evan.
Dude, I'm throwing out anybody I can think of. Crap. What about some? Wait, Michael Redd.
No.
Dang.
Goddamn.
Brandon Jennings.
No.
I would have felt bad if I got that instead of you. That should have been your moment.
Hey,
No
hey,
way.
Kyrie
hey,
Irving.
Jennings.
Hey, the
Oh.
the Buck path.
Kyrie Irving.
No, the Bucks path.
Damian Lillard. Oh
Number
my
4,
god.
you fucking idiot.
There it is.
I said earlier.
yeah.
I said when they get number 4, everybody's gonna go, oh, and everybody did.
I'm trying not to think about him right now. It just makes me sad.
I don't think there's any other. Oh wait,
6 left.
Let me get Gilbert Arenas.
No.
Dang. Monte Ellis.
No.
Dang it.
One of them is shocking me that they're this high, but it makes sense they're on the list.
Vince Carter.
Yes, that's the one I was.
I was gonna say him, but I was
shocking me. It's shocking
when
me.
you play
Number 10.
Played forever.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Tracy.
No.
That actually surprises me.
Jason Capono.
Manu,
trying to think of 3-point contest
Manu
winners.
Ginobili.
No.
Tony Parker.
No. Tony Parker
Played forever, dude.
played forever, but shot 1-3 every other game.
Rudy Gay.
No.
Kemba Walker.
No. He was 23 though, so not bad.
Oh.
Tony Allen.
No.
I'm just thinking of Celtics now.
I don't know if there's any Celtics.
Antoine Walker.
Definitely not Rondo.
Not Rondo.
Rayon Rondo, because he ain't got
I mean,
no
if I'm
J.
playing 2K, Rondo's banging threes because I
Because
jacked
you
the
turn up.
sliders
Yeah, I
up.
was gonna say. Let's see. What the heck was that?
Oh, dude. That was
That reeks, dude.
doorknob safety.
Something X.
Sounded like a
left you when you
sounded like a semi truck idling.
Derrick Rose.
No.
I wanted to guess him, but Justin was gonna make
I was
fun of me
thinking
if I
about
guessed
saying
that.
him, but I was like, yeah.
Luol Deng.
Do you guys want a hint now?
Wait, how many left? How many left?
1, 2, 5. You guys don't need a hint.
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
We don't need a hint?
We got to start doing a hint at each time. You guys get your next hint at 10 minutes.
Okay. Crap.
I'm just trying to think of teams and then like players that
I know.
are notable.
Baron Davis.
No.
Ooh,
Damn.
Mo Williams.
No.
Oh wait, no, I had like a couple other vets I want to ask. Not Steven Jackson.
Jordan Clarkson.
Steven Jackson?
No.
Stephen Jackson.
Hey man.
We're just saying names, but like,
Ron Artest.
might as well just start
Wait.
saying fucking Bill Laimbeer.
Lamar Odom?
No.
Dang it.
Lamar Odom, dude. What?
Dude.
I don't know.
Before he was on crack.
You know, I wasn't
Paul
gonna,
George.
I wasn't going to give you the best hint.
Paul George.
Yes, number 9.
Let's go! I fucking got one!
Nice.
Attaboy, Ethan. Turn me up.
Start spraying the champagne. Good.
Damn it, I'm getting
Grief.
It was a full beer. I did not think it was a full beer. But I committed
All
to
right,
it.
next hint.
All right.
You sipped off more than you
The
could swallow.
latest. Okay, I did not look this up, so if I am somehow wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm almost certain I'm right. If I'm off by a year.
Okay.
The latest of one of these last 4 guys debuted, 2008. The very latest.
No
their
way.
Wait, that's when he
rookie year was.
debuted?
The very latest their rookie year, 2008.
Okay.
Kevin Love.
No. And I, honest to God, would not be surprised if like the oldest guy debuted in 2010. That wouldn't shock.
OJ Mayo.
I love OJ Mayo.
Not Michael Beasley. Who else can't? Darren Collison?
No. But you are thinking around the right time. You are thinking.
Well, yeah, I'm
guys that age.
trying to think of that draft. So it was Rose, Kevin Love, Westbrook.
I have to say it for Fabe because he's not here. Danny Granger.
I said that earlier.
No.
I thought you were going to say Yasiel Puig. All right,
Crap.
I'm gonna go through NBA teams.
Rudy Gay?
Cheater. Eden said-
I also said Rudy Gay. Dog. I need all the help. I've had one of all the players we named.
Crap. You okay?
By the way, the Timberwolves
And you
are
said
up
that. You said the
10-0.
other ones they debuted no later than 2010 or something. What'd you say?
No, that's what, because I'm not looking anything up. 'Cause
Okay.
I want to test my balls on a little bit too.
Martin.
That's good.
I think
Hardaway.
the oldest guy on this list, I'm pretty sure his rookie year was 2010, 2011.
Ricky Rubio.
No.
Dang it.
Penny Hardaway was a no.
No.
Trae Young. Did he sneak his way in there already?
Oh,
No, he's not.
dang.
Maybe 29, 2010.
Luca.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think 2009, 2010 was his
Kawhi?
No.
PJ Tucker.
No.
Chris Middleton.
Dude, looking at teams has helped me think of players so much right now.
What
That
about
would help me so much too, but I don't want to do that.
who else?
I'm
is like on like
my ball.
I'll give you the next 10 at fucking 13:30, so a minute and a half.
okay.
No, not Jamal Murray. Who am I thinking of? Nuggets player.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Dang.
24. We said,
Oh yeah.
Did we?
we said that before we started.
Crap.
By the way,
Jimmy
J.R.
Butler.
Smith.
Mike
No.
Bibby.
By the way,
Or you
J.R.
already said
Smith.
Mike Bibby.
4 years ago, it was a big story. J.R. Smith joining college golf.
Yeah.
Kind of fizzled out. J.R. Smith is in his 4th year of college golf. He's worked his way up to being like their 3rd best guy.
Damn.
That's
And
insane.
it's crazy. I was looking it up.
Eric
There's
Gordon.
no nepotism. If he. What?
Eric Gordon.
Yes.
Holy fuck, just looking at a team.
I'm disappointed in myself for not knowing that because he played on the same AAU team as Derrick Rose. So I should have known that for 2008 draft.
Yeah.
You know what's someone
But
earlier
crazy-
said
Avery
Eric
Bradley.
Bledsoe.
No.
Dang it.
One more thing to say about J.R. Smith. Crazy. Because he had a bad tournament, right? And like apparently the way it works in college golf is if you finish last, the guy who had the best practice round takes your spot. He finished last, and then he didn't play for 2 months because he kept sucking in practice. So shout out to that coach for holding J.R. Smith accountable.
I got a weird one. Jose Calderon.
No.
Dang it.
All right, next hint because I don't think you guys will get one the next 5
Jeremy
seconds.
Rin.
No. Every player is a guard under 6'6".
Okay.
No, the tallest player is 6'6".
Okay.
C.J. McCollum.
Yes, that's the
Oh,
6'6".
good one. Good one.
I'll tell you right now, that's the 6'6" guy. The other 2 guys are under 6'6".
We only have
Okay.
2 left.
Yes.
Crap.
Steve Nash.
I think we already got him or guessed him.
No, Seth guess that.
Sean Marion.
No.
Oh yeah, he's not under 6'6".
You're 6'6". And a guard.
Eric Bledsoe.
No. I think he's 21, though. That's why I had to take like a double look.
Thanks. We probably.
Damn.
I think at this point we probably could have done top 25.
Mike
I think
Conley.
he's just off the list.
No, we already said
said
Mike
he was
Conley's out.
24.
I know, I remember that. I just thought him again though.
Might as well have just done 25.
I'm looking at the Grizzlies right now.
You guys probably got 21 through 25, but you don't have 13 and 16.
That's insane. Middle of the pack. Dang it, dude.
16 is shocking. I am
Shocking that he's
shocked.
on the list.
Yes. Yes, I am shocked.
And what's the last player? What's the other player? What's he at?
13.
Lance Stevenson.
You're,
No.
Marcus Smart.
that'd be
Although that would be shocking.
KG.
okay, dude. I'm getting into the territory.
All right, we're coming up on.
draft years of these guys.
You want me to tell you that?
Yeah, do draft years for both.
Like
One more minute. Next time. I just gave you guys a fucking minute.
Crap.
I can't wait till Evan cuts this and it looks like we just rattled it off. So excited.
It's hard. It's hard to show the struggle within under 60 seconds. Crap.
Guys, I might be wrong
I thought looking at the teams would help.
What do you mean you might be wrong?
about the year that this guy was drafted. I'm looking it up.
All right, we're at 15 and a half minutes.
They're both still current. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
Whoa.
Fred VanVleet.
Nope.
DeMar DeRozan.
No, he was 25.
We
By
could have
the
done
way-
top 25.
By the way, 25 on NBA scoring
Wait,
too.
Zach LaVine.
No.
Oh. Yeah.
I said Jimmy Butler already too. I know I'm not. Now you get me thinking about Bulls.
Okay, I was wrong.
Karan Butler.
I was wrong. This guy was drafted in 06. I was wrong. He's old. He's definitely older than I thought.
06?
Karan
06.
Butler.
Chris Paul. Andre Bargnani?
No,
Dang.
that's the older guy.
Drafted in 06, still playing?
Yes.
Who? Hold on.
Talking about in the NBA?
Yes.
Hold
He's in
on.
fucking
Al Horford.
no.
I wouldn't have been surprised.
Under 6'6", still playing.
We said Chris Paul.
Yes, I know.
Okay. All right.
I
There
don't-
was
I don't
Bogut.
expect you to get the second one. The guy that I'm kind of like 06,
at-
you guys should fucking get. I am shocked. Not even you, especially as an NBA fan. Like, what the fuck's that?
I know. I'm disappointed in myself.
I already said Brandon Jennings.
Crap.
Brandon Edmonds would be disappointed.
Does that mean he played on the Raptors at one point? Crap. I'm trying to think of old dudes that are still in the league and like are somehow relevant.
Kyle Lowry.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh! Ron Butler, you said
It was the Brandon hint. I just started thinking of Raptors.
Dang,
players.
thank you for that.
Fuck, that's right.
All right, we got one more.
Kyle Lowry, that was fucking the number 2 on the Raptors for so long.
Aaron Brooks.
No.
Justin, where I already forgot my fucking previous question, not gonna lie. I tried asking it when Seth was talking.
Mario Chalmers. No. Dang it.
Is the other guy still
James
playing?
Jones.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Not only is the other guy still playing, face of the NBA in the last week.
Anthony Edwards.
No.
Face of the
Not
NBA?
the face of the NBA.
Jokic?
Not the face of the NBA, but
Tatum.
Brunson?
no. Not the face of the NBA, but like a playoff bucket.
Russell Westbrook?
No.
Buddy
I
Hield.
already guessed it.
Buddy Hield is in there?
Really?
Buddy Hield's in there?
That's the guy I said.
Buddy?
Shocked he's on
I guess
this
he
list.
only shoots threes. Dude.
On the Pacers,
He shoots fucking
he shot
three
like
balls,
8 threes a
dude.
game.
Yeah,
Wow.
Tyrese dimes him up a lot.
Yes.
Wow.
Now he's on the Warriors.
I'm a little, actually, I'm not upset with myself. I got 4 players.
No, that was tough.
I played my value.
Wow.
Pause it.
Oh yeah,
played-
duh.
We should keep track of how good we do.
All right.
Stop.
18 minutes.
We'll count that 18 minutes. Yeah.
Fuck, that's not very good. That was not very good on
I
that.
thought
I
you did better.
I'm actually incredibly
That's what I
disappointed
said. I
about
thought
you.
that's what I thought.
Okay.
I expected more out of you.
Honestly,
It's all right though.
Fair.
I figured I would be better with just thinking of top scorers, but
I thought about doing
After the
scores, but
top-
you guys would have rolled through that list.
yeah.
You guys would have fucking rolled through that list.
Yeah. I'm still proud of myself for the Jason Terry and
Jason
Dirk
Terry was
ones.
crazy that quick. He's got Jason Terry before Dame and Kevin
told
Durant
you.
and Kevin Durant.
Try not to think about.
Okay.
Hey, that 2011
Most
championship,
of my
man.
first thought process was who did I play with in 2K my team.
Fair.
That was my beginning process. That's why literally the third person I thought of was Marshawn Brooks. Didn't say it out loud, but I thought
I kept wanting to guess like Marco Bellinelli. I kept thinking of like Bulls 3-point specialist.
I said him,
Ginobili and
Asia.
Carlos Delfino.
I was also I was thinking of players. I was thinking of players that I always won 3-point contests with. That always won the 3-point
Yeah.
contest in 2K, and that's how I landed on like 3 or 4 of the people I said.
Fair.
Dude, I know players, I know what happened, but unless like you were in the headline, I don't care. NBA is so fucking
NBA is so bad.
so bad.
Quizzes are fun though. I like.
Yeah, no, I do.
quizzes.
I love quizzes.
If there's
We got-
any,
How do we? Sorry, is it? You go.
it's completely random. So if you go first.
Okay, I was gonna. Well, it was a side point, but how do you guys think we do on an MLB quiz?
I think I would hold my own depending on the category.
I think if
No,
I would
we could
love
do
to do
that.
it though.
If it's 2019 or
We
like
could
2022,
not even.
I'm kind of fucked.
We could do the all-time hits list.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like there's
less than 20
there's a
minutes.
You
time
could
frame-
chime in
No,
with
there's,
that.
there's,
probably have a
there's-
couple,
There's
yeah.
like a time frame 2019 to like 2022 where I just did not watch baseball. Like at
Well, those guys won't be on any all-time list though.
yeah, but I don't know. I
Yeah.
can go with it. That's what I like. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because like, we're doing this list all time, but like NBA, the players are so high and then so low or whatever. The NFL, like when I did those quizzes with the
Passing yards.
and it was always like the last 15 years or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like those same players stay good.
yeah.
Time like through
Yeah.
all those years. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, if you could pick any pro league to allow juicing, what would you pick?
The Olympics.
Honest.
I agree.
The Olympics might be out.
No, not
count
the
the
Olympics. Fucking one
Football.
like, individual professional.
I think I would-
sports league.
I mean, I want to say baseball, even though it's pretty cliche. And like, I think,
That would probably be-
I think after a while it would definitely get pretty boring because it's just a bunch of like, it's just be hard throwing fastball versus dude who finally gets a hold of it and sends it out or
I
whatever.
think
But
we're overthinking this. The
True.
UFC.
yeah,
You're right,
Dude, Roid Rage versus Roid
You're right.
Rage and they're both. Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
dude, imagine the state of the mat after all those back sits
Oh my.
get popped on the ground.
think about all the blood, and then he gets hit and he's like doesn't even feel it.
I was gonna say though, would you be able to take hits better too?
Yeah,
Or would you just be strong? How because dudes just might be getting knocked out quicker.
It depends on what you're using, and it also depends on how much. But also, like, I mean, at least I know with boxing, like, okay, or like, let's go back to UFC. Like heavyweight, they're a lot slower, so they can react quicker. You know what I mean? Like they don't catch it as well. And then you go lightweight, those punches land way more often, but they're not as powerful.
Quick,
so it'd probably make a bigger difference in the lightweight division. Heavyweight division, it'd just be like when that one lands, they'd be knocked out. You know, like it's so different. But
I want it in football.
I got one for you guys.
dude, I'm just, fucking hold on, sorry, just a fucking. Oh my god, a steroids Olympics, dude.
Did you hear about the guy?
Yeah, but
I was trying to get it. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Olympics is special. The Olympics is sacred. Just because it's like it actually is really cool to see like the best of the best natural
how
talent.
much of the Olympics do
Think
you
about Roid
fucking
Olympics.
watch?
Not a
Here's
whole
the
lot,
thing
but at
about
the same time, I know in the back of my
Get
head
outta
that
here.
it's there, and it's a celebration of the human
Oh my
body.
god, nobody, it'd be so fun. Holy shit, he ran an 8-second 100-meter net. Holy shit, this guy jumped 14 feet on the high jump. That'd be fucking awesome.
I would want it to be the Olympics, but I would want to see a bunch of people on steroids do Olympic events, but I wouldn't want it to be the official Olympics. But no, I got one for you.
I agree with that on that one.
But no, I got one for you. NASCAR, but instead of steroids, cocaine.
Yes.
Dude.
Or instead of cocaine or steroids, fucking illegal like tune-ups for the car.
Yeah.
No, dude, honestly.
Like drag racing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, dude.
That's on the
Imagine
car.
already going like as fast as I do 220, and then hitting a fucking like rocket
Straight away, a
boost.
car literally starts
Adding
like
knots. Adding
lifting up into the air because it's going so fast.
Dude, I was
Dude, why
watching.
not?
I was watching this speedboat video the other day where these guys were trying to break the record for fastest
I
speedboat.
saw that.
And they
So you see them go flying,
Dude,
and
they
you're
went
like,
so
you're
high.
like, yeah,
Yes,
you're
that was
like,
insane.
oh shit, that's crazy. But then right after that in the video, it was like, now let's look at the let's look at the video of the drivers. I was like, oh fuck, I want to see this. So it's just them, and like you can see it in like they have helmets. You can see it in their eyes. They're driving and bumping, and all of a sudden it's just like and their eyes like open up. It's like. And then they're just like.
Did you see them? So like in the water, there's like people on kayaks to help with. Like first of all, they shouldn't be on kayaks because you can't get out of the way. They should be on jet skis, but they're on kayaks, and they barely missed that like one bitch. Like their boat came within 10 feet of hitting this old woman on a kayak. It's like, dude, why is she just sitting on a kayak right there?
You know what I think about too with those? It's like when they're on the kayak, like if I am completely submerged, you know, like it's flipped upside down. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm coming.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't
You
they
can
have jet
breathe
skis?
for 5 minutes. I'm coming.
They're trying to set a fucking world record, and they can't get jet skis. They can get the fastest boat in the world. They can't get jet skis.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fucking
know.
ridiculous.
And so we got grandmas on kayaks.
And even if she does get there in time, is she getting you up out of the water?
No, dude. No, she's just. Are you okay, honey? No.
Grab my oar.
I had to. I mean, I know you guys have never done the whole lifeguard training and shit, but when I did it, so the most recent certification I got for it was just with the person at the aquatic center in the city I work in, and we're gonna do it, and then it's the instructor's boyfriend. Funny enough, also named Ethan, but so he jumps in. And you know you have to do like a full rescue on somebody who's acting limp, right? And the first thing I told her was, I took her to the side. I was like, you know, I smoke, I wear contacts, I'm not opening my eyes underwater, I can't breathe, hold my breath very long underwater. Your boyfriend might die. I was like telling her, I was like, I can't do this.
That's real.
So then I go
This should
under.
be real, yeah.
So then, all right. So then I jump in for this,
the first thing I feel, because I'm not opening my fucking eyes, I see him under the water,
without
I'm just,
context.
yeah,
I don't
and
like
I'm
doing that shit.
guessing where he is, right? I'm guessing.
It's all feel. It's all feel under there.
And I see him under there, and I'm like, all right, this is where I gotta jump, like refraction and shit. So I jump. The first thing I feel is the bottom of my foot hit the top of his skull. I was like, oh, fuck. And the first thing that pops in my head is, oh, shit, it's a real rescue now.
This guy
So I pick him up, and I bring him up. And by the way, the worst part of it is this dude is a real swimmer at UW Whitewater. He is jacked. And I'm like, okay, because, fat floats, muscle sinks. So I'm trying to pull his ass up, and I'm like... I take the tube and I'm shoving it under him, and I'm fucking under the water trying to hold his ass up. And I bring him over, I take him out, and then we do all of that. And the worst part of it is after, you have to remember like the 8 sequences of like a rescue where it's like how many breaths, how many pumps, who calls whatever, who does this. You have to remember all of it. And I'm like, I come up to him to give him those first 2 breaths, and I'm just like, I took the thing and I'm like, I can't do it, dude. This fucking sucks, dude. But I ended up doing it. That shit sucked. Probably the top 5 worst days of my life, right there.
Dude, I'm just imagining the dude just being
so shitty.
being at the bottom and just.
Oh, what the? Literally, my fucking. It's only a 10-foot. It's a 10-foot pool. He is taller than me, and I'm 6'1", so it's pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
My heel to the back of his fucking head. And he was just like, I was like, is this real? Is this not? Like, is he acting or is this real life? He was acting. So
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my God.
Somehow,
The dude was probably
sounds
like,
a worse
idiot.
day for him than you. I would not want to be the fucking
Yeah. Dude, I'm pulling him out of
dummy.
Dude, I'm freaking crying.
I'm pulling it like we had to do like the like the stretcher board too. Yeah. So like I'm the in the water person, so there's someone like scooping under with the stretcher board to like pull him up, and I'm putting him on it and strapping him in. I'm like, dude, he's way too limp. Like he might actually be knocked out right now. That shit was freaking me out the whole time.
But he's like, do I need to actually tell these
He was
people?
just committed to the role, dude.
It turned out he was very committed to the role.
Oh my gosh.
I think that might have to be all.
Yeah, that's a great way to end it.
That was a great way to end it. That's what I'm saying. We gotta.
All right. Thank you for watching What's on Your Mind. This was episode 17. Today is Thursday, May 8th.
One day I'll have a voice.
8th.
One day I will have my voice for you.
I believe in you.
He won't.
One day.
I believe in you.
Like,
Be waiting a long time.
comment, subscribe. Show us some love. Goodbye.
Never, 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 never.